Good morning, listeners. It's a beautiful day for some heathenry. Welcome back to Java and Jugs, your Monday morning mix of coffee, cult-free thinking, and conversation. I'm Ryan, one of your hosts, and there are several friendly faces backstage eager to unpack MLM schemes and their cult-like tactics. And the heavens have opened up, and magically, my beautiful hosts have appeared before me without me even having to say anything. Whoa, it's like magic. Here they are. Hello, beautiful ladies. Welcome. It's great to see
A
you.
miracle.
Miraculous. Do we quickly just want to go around and just say who we are and let everybody know where they can find us? Maybe.
I suppose we can. So, first of all, links for everybody, including the main Java and Jug show, because sometimes we do shows on other channels too, is in the description. Make sure you follow everybody, including the hosts who couldn't be part of today's panel, because we're changing it all around all the time. I am Ember of Better Than Ember here on YouTube. I also do good news on the Transpositions Weekly and a bunch of other stuff. I do the show that follows this one, Hot Topic, over on my channel. Today we're breaking down PragerU nonsense, but that's later. First, we have other stuff and other people to meet, so I shall pass the torch this way.
Yes, that's the torch. Here you
go. Hi, Lilith. I run Low of All Trades. It's a new YouTube channel. Go check it out.
And there you go. Already dropped their first video, so go watch.
Yay!
Go for it, Kelly. Or AJ.
Okay, I thought we was going like this. Okay, I'll go next. Okay. So I'm Kelly King, the Detroit Atheist Queen. And how come it's on me and it wasn't on y'all?
Because I keep forgetting you have that button until we're partway through.
And first of all, I am the lead affiliate for the Black Non-Believers of Metro Detroit. I am also the board member for the Michigan Atheists, and I'm going to be running for an official elected position in the next election coming up.
Nice.
And
nice.
Hold on. I forgot it did that last time too.
Yeah. Every time, this how you feel about me. I see how things are now.
I keep trying to be efficient and it keeps not working out well. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. So besides, I'm a Michigan Atheist, and I also help stream the Black Non-Believers YouTube channel In the Cut, where I moderate and where I help with the technical things back on the back end. So that's me in a nutshell in my atheism. Besides working a full-time job.
Busy.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kelly.
That's why you're the queen.
Exactly.
Hi guys, I'm AJ, and my channel is called Ways to Human. I do videos about science and religion, debunking religion mostly with science. I have a lot of shows coming up in the next few weeks. Like the Anubis Interpretations is going to be on, Steve Gickadis, Richard Gilliver, and I know I'm forgetting somebody. Oh, Eli Slack. We're going to do like video about space. Yeah, sciencey, learning stuff. Love it. That's me.
And I guess I can introduce myself just quickly. I'm Ryan, your favorite friendly local culty girl. And I think today's topic is perfect because MLMs and pyramid schemes are so similar to cults. So I'm excited to talk about this and see what you guys have for insights.
Hooray.
So we probably should define what an MLM is. And I saw that you had that
level marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So this is, if you've ever gotten an email saying, "Hey, bestie," from someone you haven't spoken to in 20 fucking years, who's like, "You want to make your own hours with this turnkey opportunity and be a girl boss," it's a scam. Yeah, but it's also totally not a pyramid.
Oh, yeah, right. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's not the same thing. We have a product that we sell, guys, completely different. I mean, I'm just going to ask you to invest all of your money and your time and turn all your friends against you because they're going to be sick of hearing from you trying to completely change their lifestyle for something that's going to fall through. I wonder how many friendships have ended because of MLMs and pyramid
I know
scheme
I've ended several.
Yeah, because the
It's like
people
I'll
who
get
contact
one
you,
past once. And I'll be like, look, I'm not interested. Don't ever approach me about this again, or we're not going to talk.
Yeah, I read a
And
couple of Reddit
sooner or later,
stories.
they're doing it
That was
again.
crazy.
I can
Mhm.
count at least like 10 that my friends have offered me to join, like the little tights, and there was the candles and the warmers and
Mhm, I
the
remember that one.
pink
Scentsy.
swink.
Was it Scentsy?
Yeah, that one.
Scentsy.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember
yeah, yeah,
Scentsy.
yeah. I had a friend trying to get me with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's not oils or candles, it's a pill or a drink
Oh yeah,
or
drink the
Oh
pink
yeah.
drink.
What's that one?
Whatever.
some kind of lifestyle
Mm.
change.
Herbalife. That one.
I did Herbalife. Herbalife was one I did as
Oh,
well.
I didn't do Herbalife. I knew
Right.
somebody else that
I
did
forgot about
Herbalife.
it.
Yep. It did work for the time I took it, but I think it was just because I was starving.
Probably, yeah,
things aren't
right.
completely unhealthy. It's just
Exactly.
Don't
not
talk about
what it's
losing weight
cracked up
right
to be.
now.
Which is wasn't it like an oil company that actually ended up going very, very, very culty? Like overly culty.
Was it Young?
I remember
I
hearing
worked
about
for Young Living.
Young
Young Living
Living.
was one.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I used to sell Young Living. So yeah,
Mhm.
Mhm.
that's a
Oof.
whole nother thing. But yeah, that got me in a lot
My
of money
chiropractor
and a lot of
sold
time.
that one, and I think I bought one or two oils. I mean, I didn't use them crazy, but I did use them for like I don't know. The scent was just welcoming and warming and kind of relaxing for no other purposes than that.
Yeah, I use them too, but like for perfume. To perfume stuff.
Yeah.
Have you seen
Yeah.
the jewelry / bath bomb ones where you like invest a certain amount and you get a bath bomb and then you use it and there's jewelry inside and it could be like a $10 piece of costume jewelry or a $5,000 diamond necklace. And
I
you
never
know.
heard of that.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes. They're so popular. Like on TikTok, people will do live, like all across social media, actually, not even just on TikTok, Instagram as well. You name it. If there's a live feed, people will do those bath bombs. They do the clams, or what are they? The little shells with the pearls in them, and people open them and you see what kind of pearl you got from it.
Oysters.
All kinds of
I've never
wild-
heard of that.
Yeah, they're thinking of all
Ooh.
kind of new innovations to
Yeah,
you know,
that's
what-
the thing. So in the Sea of Japan, there's some on the Japanese side and there's some on the Chinese side, and there's a big difference in quality depending on what you get. But there's oyster farms where they feed the oysters these special chemicals
Right.
that it'll feed them, but it'll also make the pearls be rainbow colors, like bright colors and whatnot. But you never know which color it's going to be till after you crack open the oyster. So they like take the oysters when they know the pearl is around a certain size because of the size of the oyster and how long they've been feeding them this particular irritant. And then they like freeze package them. So you'll go to a fair or something and there'll be this little jewelry with a hole so you can put the pearl in it. And then you get like a freeze dried package of oyster. And you like
Right.
crack it open on the spot and surprise, you get whatever color you get and you put it in the jewelry and it's like you built it yourself or something. And it's a whole thing. And you can make a pretty decent amount of money at that.
And I mean, I guess it's fun, you know, if you're aware of what you're doing, right? Like you've been informed, that's your decision to make. I mean, it's your money. Do whatever you want with it. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I just think that a lot of these things, these business models are very scammy. And unless you are at the top of that pyramid, the likelihood of you being able to make the same kind of money they are is unlikely.
Impossible.
That's the thing.
Impossible.
MLMs, with pyramids, with Madoff schemes, whatever the case may be, the things don't actually generate much income on their own. It's the scam that's generating the money. The product is just the cover, whether it's a real product or not. And so it's
telling
when
people to
people
package.
like get in on the ground floor, it's a it's a little hint it might be a scam, because it's all just the money from other people buying into the opportunity, not the product sales itself, that are driving profit. So if you're not in the foundation, and if you don't have like this massive network like Scentsy or Tupperware or whatever the
Right.
case may be,
Mm-hmm.
you're just not going to make any money. You're going to lose money because you have to buy in.
Yes.
Exactly, because that's what they try to get you to do. They say we want you to have the supplies in demand. So you buy these things so people just can grab them from you. They don't like them ordering from the catalog, whatever. You have this product already. So that's why that 1 month you might have good sales, because you just spent $500 on this product. But the people ain't buying it the way that you think they're gonna buy it. You make a little sales,
Right.
and then you might get a friend who, well, you get a discount if you, oh, I'm gonna get that too, get that discount. So then they will get it too. So then
Right.
for a couple months, you doing good in the sales. But then nobody's really selling anything that much. So then that means that
Likely
maybe
they're not
next
gonna
quarter
be
you ain't
doing
selling
it
nothing.
continuously.
And then you're not doing good. And then they kind of,
And this is where the cult tactics come in, because it's never about sales. It's about recruiting you to do more sales for them, build their own downline. They don't want a customer. They want an employee, even though everyone's independent contractors. And
Yeah.
that's where the cult tactics start to come in. And boy, there's a lot of angles on this.
Oh my
So I
gosh. So many.
gathered a small library of things. I see Ryan's got a couple of things probably. Do you want to do yours first, or shall I pull up a thing? Or
Mine was basically just the difference between an MLM and a pyramid scheme. And I found this online. I did not make this myself, everybody. So just FYI, I would have liked to. If I had time, I would have. I promise I would have done something special for you guys. But this is all I could come up with. So yeah, why don't we just explain the difference between a MLM and a pyramid scheme? And quite frankly, I think the main difference is just a product.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's
the
much difference other
pretense of
than
a
there's a
product.
product. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Ember. I think that's the pretense of a product. Let's see. Okay. So supposedly there's low startup costs with that includes tools to help sell company products and our services, compared to a pyramid scheme that encourages a large initial investment and continual reinvestments. I don't, actually, I'm not sure that I like that. Who's to say what a low startup cost is? Isn't that a matter of opinion?
It is
Yeah.
relative. With
Yeah.
like a Madoff scheme kind of thing, you're talking an initial investment of $100,000, $500,000, whatever, and I promise you it'll be worth $2 million by the end of the year, or
Mhm.
something. Like it's pure money. It's the same sort of thing, but with straight up pyramids, it's all about money. You could say money is the product. They just can't show the product the same way an MLM can. Like, hey, here's a physical candle,
Yes. I just wanted to highlight what Austin Sim says. And by the way, good morning to everybody. It's great to see you, Jason Freer, Trip, Rainbow Ash, Secular Finless. Meow. So Austin Sim says, this is awesome. I assume Chris needed a day off to placate the evil one. Probably. He needs to do his obeisance every so often. This is a great subject for the skeptic community to tackle. Destroying MLMs is one way skepticism can truly help the world. Yeah. Right? Don't just dive right in because it sounds good, because likely it's too good to be true. Just like the JW who comes to your door to tell you that you can have everlasting life. All you have to do is everything they say. It is too good to be true.
The Mormons who tell you that you can have your own planet after you die if only you embrace the word of the true con man in chief, Joseph Smith, who
you
died
saying I
for
want
all the
to
world's
get a
sins,
planet?
or however the fuck that goes.
But I want a planet, Ember. I thought I was
I
getting a
want
planet.
a planet too. I'd like all planets though to be free of cults and horrible tyrants and things.
Caveat.
But it would be nice to have my own planet. Absolutely.
That is our caveat. Okay, so MLM again. Okay, ability to out earn anyone above you. Again, I don't know how good this is. Inability to earn anyone above you. Okay, that does track. MLM is upfront that earnings are generated from direct sales or from others you have recruited, and that earnings are ultimately based on your effort. And a pyramid scheme promises large earnings with little effort. Now, what I could say about MLM, it's that toxic positivity that drives me freaking
Holy crap.
nuts.
The law of averages. Just believe and you'll get sales or recruits or whatever it is you're peddling today. Like, if you knock on enough doors, it has to happen. It doesn't, folks. It doesn't. It doesn't work that way.
I remember one thing that I was in, and we can talk about that later, MLM. They told us to pop those no's like they were M&Ms, like they were pills. Like, just eat those no's. You just eat them and let them fuel you. Like, let those no's be your fuel to just keep
How many
reaching.
calories is a no?
I think I overdosed on the nose, just saying. Popped a little too many no pills.
Oh, no.
Okay, so MLM, comprehensive training and support on products, recruiting, and sales communication. I mean, I guess maybe.
Some of them, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is
there's
all
a lot
kind
of
relative.
trainings.
Right.
Not much about how the product works and how to sell it. It's more about like believe in the product and recruit more people to do the selling for you. You know?
But
Believe in yourself. You're what's selling the product, not the product.
but then sometimes you even have to pay for the training.
Yep.
It varies from organization. They're all set up a little bit differently. They're all very idiosyncratic because
Right.
there's a loose formula, but there isn't like a Better Business Bureau for MLMs because they're scams. And so nobody's enforcing like a best practices or whatever. They're all just kind of winging it. And remember, while the people in charge have both a lot of money and a lot of charisma, which is why they're able to start and get a cult like this sort of organization rolling, they aren't necessarily the most intellectually savvy. They're cunning, but not necessarily intelligent. And so they're doing things by instinct rather than understanding why they work and how.
Right. And as a Locked On Law says, the bottom line is you do your research on anything before you invest in it. And those are very
I would
wise.
take it a step further and say any job that expects you to pay for the privilege of working there isn't a job, it's a fucking scam.
Now we can see it in that level, but before there was no internet for you to research these companies. And many companies such as Avon, Mary Kay have been around for years. And you see people with them pink Cadillacs. So you're like, yeah, you can get there because these people that make that amount.
Behold,
hey, beautiful.
An
Look
asteroid
who has
has swung in.
How is everyone? I'm sorry I'm so late.
We forgive you.
Better late than never.
You're fine.
I blame editing. I'm editing together a 20-minute video because I'm insane. So
Go for it. That's awesome. Tell everyone where they can find your content once you post.
Yeah, who are you?
who am I? I am Jess at How to Rule an Asteroid, and I teach you how to rule an asteroid. No, I don't. Don't come to my channel if that's what you're hoping for, because you will be disappointed.
Darn.
Very, very disappointed.
I'm already disappointed.
Is it Ryan?
Yes, it was me.
First we don't get our own planets, now we don't even get our own asteroids. What the hell is going on? This is the most disappointing Monday ever.
I'm so sorry, Amber. Please don't hate me.
Just make it an MLM, like tell people how to rule an asteroid or something.
I know. If only you get a large enough
pyramid
downline,
scheme,
you
though?
can win your own asteroid or something. Oh my
Valid.
goodness. You know what?
Okay,
We
we'll
could do
get it
that
started.
here.
We'll do
Like,
it. We'll do it.
Yeah, everyone in the chat, go find 2 or 3 friends and get them in their downline and like bring them to like view these videos or something. I don't know how, but there will be rewards in the afterlife probably.
In the afterlife. I love that.
Okay, so the last one, so we can just get this off the stage. The last little box for the MLM says, presents the opportunity and explains how it works, allowing people time and ability to make a well-informed decision. Yeah, okay, I'm not really liking this one. The pyramid scheme says, often aggressive in its approach and may use false information, deadlines to urge people to join quickly. Yeah, I wasn't too, I didn't read over that, and I apologize. That wasn't like the best explanation, but at least it gave us some semblance of the differences between the two, I suppose. So let me ask you guys, and I would like to ask the audience, have any of you ever fell for an MLM or a pyramid scheme, and what company was it? Please do tell. Go ahead, Kelly. Kelly, you told us that you had some experience, and I need to know what happened.
I
need the
fell
tea,
for-
Kelly.
I fell for plenty of them
Oh
because
no.
I'm trying to make money. Yes.
No.
I did Mary Kay first, Mary Kay. And the funny thing about it is that many times, well, when I had one of the upper people, this is what she told us. You get the young people that's gullible and don't know nothing. And that's how you get them, because but you messing with their parents' money. The college kid, first couple year college kids, or the high school student, that's who you target. Because they don't mind spending money because it ain't their money anyway. And I'm like, oh. But that's how they basically got me.
Housewives.
Then I did Young Living,
Oof.
which is the essential oil company. And
That's a
so they
Mormon
had
one, isn't it?
Huh?
That's a Mormon one, isn't it? The Young Living.
It's another one. I can't think of the name of it. But no, that's not the Mormon. It's another oil company. I can't think of the name of that company right now.
I don't know.
I might have to Google it. Hold on.
Yeah, there's so many.
I
But
know.
it's another one after, and they're essential oil, but it's.
Yep. So what about the rest of you? Anything you fell for? Would you fall for, Jess?
It's not just that I fell for it. I grew up in an MLM household where everything we had was MLM based. From my toothpaste being Melaleuca to the one my mom joined that sold shark fin to cure cancer. That was one.
What?
What? Oh, God, everything was Amway, Mary Kay, everything, all of them. So growing up, that was just part of life. Like you had your. I grew up in a weird environment, though. I know that's not like the same for everybody.
Canada?
Yes, in Canada.
You weirdo.
Yeah, Canada's
I know.
weird.
They have like maple mousse and shit up there. No, I get you. My not to the same degree, but my grandmother was an Avon lady, and for the longest time, I didn't realize that there was any difference between like the way Avon worked, where you had to buy your own products and then go try to sell them or recruit other people, ideally, but whatever you wanted to do. It was sort of a mix and match thing. Like you could get away with supporting yourself on sales. It just wasn't as effective as recruiting other people to do the sales for you. But yeah, my grandmother spent a lot of time with that. She did Tupperware for a bit. So we had a few of those things, but I mean, nobody teaches about them. And there's a few mutant forms running. Like the model is evolving, and I'll get into more of that later. Because I very recently had an encounter with another new mutant variation. But there's so many of these things. Even seeing what my grandmother went through when I was in my early teens, I was in that age range where I was susceptible to that kind of messaging. Do you want to, start your own business, be your own boss, yada yada, but you don't have the industrial background to launch your own product? Well, good news. You can go out and sell freaking Nerf soak balls or something, whatever. Like, here's a freaking home gym product system,
Yes. Tighten your ass cheeks in 30 days.
That's so Nerf soak balls.
There's like all kinds of shit. But my favorite was so I got a couple of the books too, right? Like the Rich Dad Poor Dad and I forget the names of so many of them because it was a while ago, and they're so the same thing, really. Know Your Why. There's a few, but they're like trying to sell how to sell things. Like there's not even like a product. It's like, here's how to run your own MLM as an MLM.
Right. Oh my goodness.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's basically just more teaching people on how to con others, quite frankly. That's the long and short of it. So
I was wondering if Avon was considered
Yes,
pretty
it
much
is.
I
doing
hadn't really
MLM,
thought of it
'cause-
that way. I think probably because I have used Avon throughout my life, not that often, but I have had Avon products that I've enjoyed. I've never sold it. So I guess in my mind, I hadn't really considered it to be, but I'm sure a lot of people invest a lot of money and then don't.
Yeah, because my mom used to sell it. She used to
Yeah,
sell it for
it's
years.
one
Like
of
we
Mary
got all
Kay,
of our stuff
original
from
Mary
it.
flavors.
Kay.
Yeah.
It was before they were properly categorized as MLMs, and
Right.
back in the day, there were a few, like Rainbow Vacuums were another one, where
Yeah.
you
It came
had
to my
buy
house.
the product,
Yes.
and then it was on you to go sell the product, and you could recruit other people to buy the product from you. That was encouraged, but it wasn't like the standard business model. That only really started to catch on with Tupperware when they got their first millionaire, and I forget her name, but she became famous, and so all the magazines were like, "How did you make $1 million selling Tupperware, like a freaking housewife job or whatever?" And she'd be like, "Well, you hold regular Tupperware parties, invite all your friends, yada yada yada," and then like buried down in the interview, "Oh, and also recruit your friends. Like, don't just sell to them, make them sell to other people for you." And that was like the light bulb of like, oh, this is how we scam properly. And that's when the cult tactics started to come in. Old school Avon was just like, this is really good makeup. You will make money if you just keep trying at it. It's a little bit more expensive, but that's your profit margin, darling. Like, it was just a buy from us and be a retailer thing. It was almost legitimate. But once there was that whole start recruiting other people by any means possible, now you've got scam potential, and things took off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because when they first started, many of them weren't able to have jobs because they were just housewives. So that's why they had the parties and stuff that would give them way to make income and things like that. That's why they got the lure from the Tupperware parties in America.
Right.
That's how they basically started off. We want to make money because husband goes off with this money, and we want our own money.
Financial
We're gonna start selling
freedom.
and stuff. Yeah,
Who doesn't want
basically,
financial
yeah,
freedom?
That's how they got the
if-
women.
Yeah, and if you're at home, for what if you decide that that's what you choose to do, to stay home and take care of the children, but you still want to make money, it's like, wow, I can take my kids and still be able to hawk this product off to people and get some freedom from my husband. Hallelujah. And so many got sucked into that hole and probably made their home life even.
And the single moms, the
Yeah.
women who either they were divorced or they were widowed. There was a lot of people who lost their husbands in one of the many
War or
wars
whatever.
that happened in
Yeah.
that period. And because of sexism, they couldn't get jobs in the regular way as readily. And so it was like, here's a thing you can do to feed your children. That you're allowed to sell makeup as a woman. Like, that's a thing you can do, you know?
You can sell Tupperware to put the food in.
Right. All things that are connected to your home life practically, right? Oh, in the late 70s, Jason Freer says his parents got into a pyramid scheme early. They bought a bottle of liquor for 3 people above them, and they ended up with 50 plus bottles themselves. Oh my goodness. I'm so were they drunk after that?
That's the secret sister scam. It's
they still
very
have that
closely
liquor?
related.
What's
It
that? I
could be
never heard of it.
anything. So the secret sister scam always has like a line, but there's always going to be the person that gets nothing. And unfortunately, the person that gets nothing is usually more than one person, because what they do, it could be books. I've been asked to do like an underpants one before. It doesn't matter what the product is. It's you have to send to a certain amount of people, and then those people send to a certain amount of people, and then out from there.
I'm sorry.
You okay, Brian?
Are you done? I as you said that, I remember, because I'm JW and I'm like, I've gotten the Tupperware, the Pampered Chef, it's all come to my home, Tupperware. I remember there were bras. There was an MLM business bra, and they were supposed to be the best bras ever, the most supportive bra ever. And y'all, these bras made your titties look like they were cones. They were cones, but they held them up. I mean, your tits were up to here, and in these little, I don't know, hard kind of shaped things. And people bought the hell out of them damn uncomfortable bras. The back was like this effing thick, and the straps were like this effing thick.
I'm glad I didn't. 'Cause I wouldn't
Well,
have
Did
we-
they market it as the
By
last
Madonna.
bra you'll ever buy?
Yes, I think it was like the last bra you'd ever
Yeah.
need, and I think it even
Mhm.
had like, but so you could get your boob in there appropriate and pull it back up and clip it, and that would also be good for nursing. So have like a
Nursing,
little
yeah.
flap where you could pop your nip out, and then yeah,
As one does.
as
I
as
have
one
never
does.
sold them, but I have bought a few Lala Rou's leggings.
Oh yeah,
I
LuLaRoe.
bought-
Meh.
yeah. I have a couple of little dresses, summer dresses that I have that I wear.
So many people went broke on that whole deal too.
Yeah.
I did like. I thought the leggings were kind
Yeah,
of nice.
that was kind of cool to me. Different like
Patterns.
patterns and stuff. Yeah,
I definitely thought they were
skeleton ones,
cute.
pumpkin ones and stuff.
Right. You'd have one for every holiday. You've got like your Valentine's or your pumpkins or your St. Patrick Day with the clovers and stuff. They were very, very popular. But I think I had a friend who had like a whole closet full of just rando, certain seasoned kind of leggings that never really sold until it was that specific time. So you're holding them for 9 months out of the year, making zero money, and then when you do something, you're probably not making that much as it is anyway.
Locked on Law said it was called the bullet bra. That's what they
Was
said.
that it? Yeah, somebody said
Bullet
bra.
bra.
Heavy enough to have bullets.
No wonder,
I'm sure
Ryan.
that's
No
fine.
wonder it made them look like cones if it's called a bullet bra.
They were like trying to
It
shoot
was
out.
like the Madonna, that Madonna. Yes,
Madonna did, but also in the 60s, that was a thing. There were like go-go dancers and whatnot. There was, I forget if it was an actual James Bond movie or a spoof of a James Bond movie, but there was like a bunch of girls who had bras like that, but the tops lifted up to reveal hidden guns, and they would like to shoot you with their chests.
It was a spoof. That was Austin Powers.
That was Austin Powers.
Was it? I can
Yeah.
never remember it. So it's all mush in my meat brain.
Oh, he
Of
said
course,
Austin
Austin
Powers.
Yes.
Okay, so we know the MLMs are super pervasive. I just want to tell you about one that got me, and it was I feel so silly even telling you guys. So do you remember when I think I feel like it was 2012, 13, 14, I don't know. Electricity is it deregulated? It wasn't monopolized anymore, and you could get your electricity from other places than your normal supplier, so you could get a better rate.
Oh, that's
And
a
in theory.
scam all the way. Oh man.
And so I was like, oh my gosh, this sounds like a great opportunity. Everybody needs electricity. Everybody uses electricity every single day. And if I could make just a couple of pennies on a few people, I could be living large, right? So what they do is you as the customer would switch your supplier to this new supplier, to their supplier is what it is. And yeah, it was a few cents cheaper. And then you make like a small fraction of that savings. So if you have, 20, 50, 30, whatever people, then, you're getting only a couple pennies here and there from everybody's electricity bill. But if you can get your entire Kingdom Hall, you can get your entire Kingdom Hall to sign up. There are people making like a few $100s a month. But obviously for me, it never went anywhere. I got a few customers to sign up. I think it was like $300 I had to pay to get in, right? Just to have access to the website where you switch everything over. And then you have to pay an extra fee every month per month to have your own website that will, people can just go to directly, and then they click and they can do it all themselves. So you don't even have to do anything. So basically, yeah, I lost money on that whole deal. I thought it sounded so good.
Yeah,
y'all.
I signed up for it once because
You
they
did
showed
too?
us the rates, and it was like, oh, this is really good.
Right?
So then when I signed up for the rates, so for like 6 months,
Damn it.
my rates went down a
Mhm.
nice amount. But then after that, when I started seeing my bill, I'm like, hold on, what the hell is this?
They ganked us, Kelly. They ganked us.
like
It was an
my feel is like
introductory rate. I
three
had a
times more than what
a
it.
slightly
Yep.
different version of that in my area. So whenever you see an ad in a newspaper for help wanted and it says team player, team oriented, or sports oriented, or something like that, it's
Right.
probably a scam. But I didn't know that at the time. I went in, it was like a perfectly normal interview. The company seemed a little quirky, the way they kept having like pep rallies every morning. Believe, believe, all that. A little salty, whatever. But we'd go door to door and try to pitch people, green energy supply or save a few cents, introductory rate, terms and conditions may apply, that sort of thing. But it wasn't just door-to-door scammy sales. It was also recruiting, because if you could get someone else to join the team and go door-to-door and yada, 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 everyone they signed up, you got a portion of their commission. And everyone they signed up, you got a portion of their commission. You got 2 levels of commissions. It wasn't a pure MLM where you get from everybody in your downline. But you had a stronger motive to recruit people than to sell customers. And they did a similar thing with a window company I worked for. Barrier windows, you may have heard of. They're very expensive high-end windows, and they make a pretty good sales pitch. They're triple pane glass instead of only double pane. There's argon in between instead of like whatever the hell goes in normal double pane windows. And they've got like infrared scans and shit showing that when you put these windows in, they become the least thermally leaky parts of the house, and all this assorted stuff. Even the vinyl, it's not vinyl, it's first generation PVC. Vinyl is PVC that's been recycled a few times, but this is like brand new PVC. It's top quality, whatever.
Of course.
It's all whatever, but they're very expensive windows. And it was the same door-to-door sales thing. You had a suitcase full of samples and all that shit, like these little tiny versions of the windows you could show customers.
Oh, right.
But the thing that made it really MLM flavored instead of just door-to-door scam kind of deal was if a person was very interested, that fell in love with the windows, you did a really good job of sales, but could in no fashion afford the damn things. And we also offered financing very helpfully. But if they could not afford the windows, they could sign on to help sell windows. And for every window they sold, they got a credit towards a window of their own.
Oh, how nice.
Oh my God.
People would refit their entire house by selling these windows to other people who could afford it.
Oh my goodness. That just sounds like so much work.
Yeah.
And hassle for not like a big payout in my I mean, I know windows are expensive. Yeah, if I could get my whole house like refit, sure. Great. But I don't know that feels worth it to me. I'd rather just have a leaky window. Not have to do any of that.
You do save energy. But it's like, I don't know, $11 off your heating bill per year. And these windows cost like $5,000 each. It'll take 1,000 years for them to pay for themselves.
Right. Your return on your investment is, you probably would sell the house or it would burn down by the time you got your return back.
That's the thing. Get the windows insured for retail price before, and then when the house burns down, you can retire on just the window payout.
Yeah, that's probably the better look. Have you guys ever, I mean, we kind of started off the show saying that MLMs probably have ruined a lot of friendships. Have any of you went through that or know of anyone who kind of burnt their bridges with people because of their constant nagging and emails and texts and phone calls of how they can be an independent earner?
Yeah, I had somebody that
I should have
was
gone
trying
over
to-
there.
Go ahead.
Yep,
Go
I was going to say I should go to Facebook and grab the screenshot because I never use Facebook. Like, I have one that I've had for years. The only reason I even have it is basically so my mom can send me something occasionally. But I've got this entire list of all these DMs from all these people that I haven't talked to in 15 years, from high school, from old church stuff, people I've met through the years and stuff. And it's all MLM invites, like all of it. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
And like usually what my thing is if a friend approaches me with an MLM, I'll be like, okay, first off, this is a scam. This is what it is. This is what you got yourself into. If you can back out, I would. 2, if you're not going to, fine. But I don't want to hear about it, and don't bring it up to me again. And if they bring it up to me again, then I walk. And I stick to that. Because I'm just like, no, you're not going to sit there and try to make money off of me. I'm your friend or I'm not. I'm your friend or your customer. Can't be both.
Right. I remember at that, when I started to sell or offer people electricity for cheap or whatever the heck it was, sending those stupid ass Facebook messages to people that were my friends. You know, we were mutuals, but I hadn't spoken to till like high school. So here I am, like 20 years out. Hi guys, I have an opportunity for you.
Yeah, I just went down and just sent it to everybody on my fan list. I don't care who they were.
I'm so
From
embarrassed.
my mom to somebody I played Farmville with. I didn't care.
Farmville. Oh my goodness.
Whoever.
Forgive me for when I was in an MLM. Please forgive me for the things I said and did when I was in an MLM. Thank you. I knew not what I was doing.
Yeah, Equa says, I get annoyed when people I rarely or never hear from send me MLM party invites. I have family members and old friends who pull that BS. Yeah, that's my thing is there'll be a person that I worked with at a job freaking 24 years ago that I have not heard from, who's like, hey, bestie, since we're besties, I have this amazing opportunity. And I'm like,
do you remember that time we sat in the cafeteria together?
They just take the script they get from their upline and pitch it at you. Sometimes they don't even change the damn name. It's just, hey, bestie, insert name here. Like, I'm like, you haven't invited me to birthdays or weddings or freaking, but no, let's go sell fucking barbecue oil together or some shit.
Barbecue oil. Let's bond over our barbecue. Equa says, I get annoyed when people I rarely never hear from send me MLM party invites. That was me, and I apologize. I have family members and old friends.
I have the best
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I have the best person who's ever sent me an MLM invite. So years and years ago, when me and my first husband split, I kind of took it upon myself to let anybody that he was dating know exactly why we had split up and how he was, because he was really good at hiding how abusive and just terrible he was. His fourth girlfriend, second fiance after me and him had split, ended up sending me one about 5 years ago, and they had dated about 18 years ago. So it's my ex's fourth baby mama.
Oh,
that's a main one. Wow. Yeah, he has like 8 kids. And yeah, he's a piece of shit, but that's beside the point. But yeah, it's my ex's.
Like, hey, bestie. We share a baby daddy, bestie.
Yeah.
Fern, this was
the same taste in men. We might have the same taste in vacuum cleaners.
She was the only one that wasn't rude to me. Like, she was like, okay, I'll keep an eye out for it. And she came back later and she's like, you were so right. I was like, yeah, I told you I was.
Okay, well, at least it was okay. So Fern says this was perfect. Hi, Janet. Long time no see. Yeah, probably about 11 years, I think. Did you and Bill stay together? Oh, sorry to hear that. Well, speaking of cancer, what brand of makeup do you use? I have an offer you can't refuse. Oh my God.
It's a lovely living you've got there. It'd be a real shame if something unfortunate would have happened to
it. Your husband seems very nice. It'd be a shame if something happened to your husband.
It's not a mob.
Not threatening at all.
I think I started an MLM when I was a kid, or my mom made me. There was a book called Kid Biz, and she bought me a crate of them. And I had to go out and sell this book to my friends.
Oh, yeah, your mom got you.
And then they would sell the book to their friends.
Oh, yeah, she got you early.
And
we got the doctor in the house.
Right, Dr. Ben. Dr. Ben, what can you sell us? I saw that on your
Dr.
show
Ben?
you've been drinking some of those bloom powder. What are they? Little sachets or something they call them, and the little shots. I forget what the shots were called, but I don't know if those are
Oh,
MLM.
Ben's about ready to start his own MLM. He's been making special soaps. You may have heard.
Oh.
If Bree joins us later, I know Bree has one of them, and she can show us. But yeah, if you these are made by an actual doctor, so you know they're healthy.
Of course. I agree, Austin. It's funny, but also really sad and annoying as dickish it is. What happening on the other end of that interaction is likely they're drowning in product and deep in the hole trying to get out. You're right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
A little frantic. Who can I offload this to?
I actually lost a friend over not buying their stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Done that too.
The manipulation, just there's no end to it. They will go as far as they feel like they have to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's another part of the cult thing is you get these people who are desperate enough and who are manipulated enough, or whatever the enough is, they start to become more and more unhinged, even potentially dangerous, because cults are dangerous. You get extremists from cults, and
they're so invested, right? They're all in. They believe, they fell for it. They believe in this product, whatever it may be. And just like a religion, you believe in Jesus and he's your savior, and aggressively, I just want to save you, I just want to help you. It's kind of like the same,
You gotta spread the gospel.
the same kind of like desperate preaching to people or selling this idea to people, and it's a turnoff. If you ask me, anybody who's like that hardcore and aggressive, I don't like that. Like if I say no, I mean no, and anybody who continues to like rattle on just irks the F out of me. And actually, even if I was interested, I probably wouldn't even buy it, simply because I don't enjoy that kind of salesmanship.
Yeah, it's just rude. And,
I mean, I've seen one person do it, not be obnoxious about it, and actually, like, obviously he didn't make like a ton from it, but it was like enough to have like a little extra spending money here and there. But the thing is like he just wasn't obnoxious about it. And if someone's like, nah, I'm fine, be like, okay, and just leave it. But it's just like you don't see that anymore. You see them trying to get you to sell no matter what. And trying to get you to buy their products. It's just crazy.
Right. So I spoke with Satan about your opportunity, and I'm afraid after much deliberate thought and careful consternation, I'll have to politely decline. I think y'all should copy paste that for the next time you get a Facebook invite to some selling group.
I've heard from the supernatural powers, and they said it's not a good idea, fam.
Satan said no. Satan said no.
The Prince of Lies said that's a scam.
Now here, okay, so you guys, it's 9:50. Our lovely little Bree had the commercials, and Bree isn't here this morning. So I'm not sure if any of you had anything that we could use for a commercial break. If not, you all can just get up as you need to and just, turn off
my dogs.
Commercials. I do have a thing. Let me see if I can find it. But I got
have to. I just
ever expanding 42-second clip of apologists being super shady. If I can find it. My computer's being extra slow this morning because I have so many freaking windows open.
I know that feeling.
I want to do two things at once. I want to like find the thing, but also I want to distract while I find the thing by going into some detail. But my eyeballs need to be in two places at once. This is rough. All right, so let's do this, and I'll find the thing as you discuss this thing after we do. Okay, so we'll just do it. It'll be fine. So
okay, Amber,
we'll follow your lead.
This is from Psychology Today. What do psychologists say about multi-level marketing operating like cults? So MLMs, of course, manipulate, recruit, and maintain members the same way cults do. Key points. MLM schemes are also known as network or social marketing, product-based sales, but it's referral marketing as well as direct sales. MLMs recruit people to recruit others, presumably sending a cut of the income up the chain. That's the whole thing, is you want the biggest downstream possible so that you're getting money from as many people and your upstream gets money from you and all that crap. MLMs rely on cult-like false representations, appeals to emotion, very limited disclosure about the reality of the enterprise, and of course, the pandemic catapulted this shit because people were at home and it just it's nuts. It's nuts. So most people know that certain religions and political cult groups manipulate and control members. In addition, there are other types of groups that recruit millions of people all over the world that use deception and coercive influence with cult-like features. Many of these are called multi-level marketing schemes. It's important to recognize the warning signs so as to avoid being caught in their trap. MLMs have been called many names, including network marketing, social marketing, pyramid schemes, Ponzi schemes, product-based sales, referral marketing, and direct sales, among other things. Again, there are other evolutions that have come along recently. We may talk about those later if there's time, but there's a lot of different names. MLMs are pyramid schemes. It's not a pyramid, I promise, that focus on recruiting people to recruit others, presumably giving a cut of the income up the chain. According to a research by the Federal Trade Commission, a whopping 99% of recruited sellers lose money in MLM ventures. That means just 1% actually turn a profit. An article on magnifymoney.com reporting What's that?
No, I was like, wow, 1%.
I know 1%. They don't tell you that. They don't tell you that when you're signing up.
Every time.
Wow.
So Magnify Money did a survey involving over 1,000 MLM participants and found that most people were making less than 70 cents an hour before deducting business costs. And 60% of participants said they had made less than $500 in the past 5 years. Ooh, that anybody would stay in an MLM for 5 minutes, let alone 5 years, for an annual profit of about $100 seems ridiculous. So how do they keep people? How do they get the people to stay? To understand how MLMs recruit and maintain participants requires examining them as cults. Most MLMs use tactics of recruitment, financial manipulation, and the promise of a better future or a large profit. But it's the same thing. Like all cults, they employ thought control, magical thinking, thought-stopping techniques, and self-blame. You're just not believing hard enough. Golly gee. Failures are blamed directly on the consultants for lack of hard work or competence. The group itself has no accountability, and the leaders do not allow questions or criticism. Now, Al Trucker was in the chat earlier, may still be there. He mentioned DC. There's a channel, a friend of the community called Welcome to DC, or Say Hello to DC. Shit, I keep forgetting how her channel name goes. Al, if you're around, drop a link, please, because I'm screwing it up. DC does nothing but anti-MLM content. She goes into the secret behind the scenes meetings and shows how all this shit works, and it's fantastic. So she can take you deep on this stuff. But it really is. The failures are blamed on the consultants, the group. They don't allow questions or criticism. Massachusetts lawyer Douglas Brooks, an expert on marketing frauds, has said of MLMs, quote, "You're trained to avoid people who question whether this is a viable business or not," which is exactly the same technique that cults use. They try to isolate you from people who question your belief system. Recruiters can be very convincing. They use deception in all its forms, withholding vital information, distorting information, or outright lying to ensnare people who have not learned about cult mind control techniques. There is no such cultish recruiting in a regular sales job. although regular sales is arguably scammy too. But at least there's a minimum pay rate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Direct selling to consumers is not per se a negative business model. Relationships between a seller and buyer, a feature of direct selling, can be positive.
Agreed.
Direct sales, in person or online, can be particularly important in reaching underserved communities, which is true.
Agree with that. Yeah.
But multi-level marketing has been a problem for a long time, but the scope and severity have grown over the past several years because of the fear and anxiety created by the pandemic and its restriction on in-person shopping, leading to a major increase in direct-to-consumer online sales. There's spices, there's deodorants, there's perfumes, every freaking thing. There's adult fun time toys, but if you want good adult fun time toys, go to our friend Brentley's thing, go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley for 50% off almost any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. I just had to slip that in because it fits. And if you want it to fit, go to adamandeve.com.
We love you, Brentley.
I can't help myself. I just
And the code works.
Yeah, Kelly glad I don't have the graphic set up on
I placed the order already.
Kelly,
I'm just playing. I did not, but
okay, Kelly, sure.
But yeah, I mean, they did use the pandemic for this. Like they would take essential oils, nutrient supplements, all this stuff, and they'd say it'll help boost your immune system to help prevent the pandemic from getting you and your loved ones. Don't you care about the health of your children?
Or even the oils. I saw people trying to claim that they could help with, keeping it at, keeping these diseases and viruses and stuff.
Yeah, I used to have a little training where I show people how to use oils to do different stuff. This will help with gas, but this oil and this oil help with your girl.
Rub it on your navel. Hi.
Yes. This and this will help with this. This help with detox.
Put it on the bottom of your foot and then wear your sock to bed.
Yes. You'll never get sick again. But
just holy crap. It's crazy shit. Okay, I do have the short commercial loaded. It's not long enough to refill coffee, but it's a start. So probably when we hit the hour mark, I'll punch that. Again, it's only 42 seconds, but it's what I have handy that I can get quickly.
Hey, so, it works until we get some more stuff. We're working on it. We have like an outro we're trying to work on and stuff, so that way people can chat after the show for a minute or two, kind of like Chris has. We're getting there. We're getting.
Yeah, we need a little outro.
Yeah, that way our friends can chat in the and wait for the redirection to the next show, which is going to be Amber's, etc. So yeah, I like that because you just get pulled over.
Redirect set up today because usually that is to be programmed through YouTube Studio.
Yeah, I don't think so. If you tell me how to, I probably could because I do have the login for the show, but I've not done that yet.
No problem. I can actually do a quick tutorial about that. So all you content creators out there, check this out. So this is the backstage of YouTube Studio. This is my channel, of course. We're on the content page. This is all the upcoming live streams. As you can see, lots of hot topic coming up. Make sure you're subscribed. Better than ever here on YouTube. We're on immediately after the damn show every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern. So today's show, Breaking Prager, just as a for example, we're going to go in here. We're going to go to customization. Once you open up the video, you go to the second thing here, customization, and we're going to scroll down to redirect. It's right above the trailer, almost at the very end of the customization thing, and you add a redirect. And then you can search from your own videos. You can forward to one of your own videos, or you can search other channels. And these are some of the things that just come up automatically because I have a lot of, watch live volcanoes erupt and whatnot. Or you can type in.
I'm going to need you to do an entire show on this. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I need you to literally teach me how to use YouTube because this is all new to me. Wow.
So say I wanted to redirect to the version of this show on the Java and Jugs channel. Then I could do that. I select it. Once you have it selected, it'll show up there. and then make sure you hit the damn save button. Otherwise it won't save. And that's I know I should do like a whole proper tutorial of like all the behind the scenes YouTube stuff, but I mean, I plug things randomly. I do tutorials randomly. That's another good reason to follow me at all the various places, because you never know what random stuff I'm going to drop.
Well, it's already set up. Chris must have done it in backstage because it's already set up. So we're good to go. I checked as you were explaining it. Thank you.
Sweet. Hooray. So yes, if you're watching on the damn channel, the stream will automatically take you over. If you're watching on the Java and Jugs' channel, that one, you're going to need the link, which I'm trying to post every so often. But because that channel is small, you have to be a YouTube partner to be able to redirect. So a smaller, newer channel won't have that capability. You have to get actually, I don't know if it's the 500 subscriber mark or the 1,000 subscriber mark, because they didn't roll out the 500 subscriber mark till after I was already at the 1,000. But you have to have the switches turned on.
Yeah, I'm streaming on both, and and I see the link on the Java and Jug one, so it's popping up on here.
Sweet.
Yeah, it just won't auto forward from that channel. But that's another good reason to go subscribe to that channel, because once again, there may be other shows that don't come up. The Monday morning takeover of Damn Edition is our standard edition right now. But there may be other shows at other time slots, and all the Java and Jug shows show up on that channel. So make sure you're subscribed to both. If you haven't seen the damn channel, definitely subscribe over here too, because it's where all the fun folks hang out. Yay. Monday through Friday.
Subscribe to everyone.
We're the cool kids.
Exactly. All the links are in the description. Follow.
And we're not even going to try to sell you anything.
I mean, well, we might.
Okay, well, maybe, but
I may sell you on like Patreon or memberships or shirts. I have shirts now, but never mind. I'll talk about that another time. I need to make a commercial of just all the various stuff I need to pitch.
You and me both. Was there anything else on here you were going to read? The psychology?
Yeah, I wanted to, so I put this together very, very quickly this morning because we are doing double morning shows today. So I was mostly like getting the Hot Topic stream ready. And then Ryan is like, hey, I don't have things. And I'm like, I'll find some things. So I found some things. And I wanted to hopefully get into what some of the cult tactics are, but I didn't have time to actually read the full article.
Like a bite
it's
model,
actually just fast for me to read the damn thing out loud as it is to skim it. So direct selling depends on social interaction and development of relationships. Recruitment of new distributors is even more dependent on the perception of friendship, caring, and other socially positive images. This is why the bosses are like, I'm your bestie, I'm your friend, you can come to me with anything, even if they don't know your freaking middle name or what your favorite food is, you know? It's ishy. Social aspects of recruitment often involve large seminars or other types of scripted events. Successful distributors, and they are a very small minority, present their inspiring rags to riches stories. Couples may appear together, the husband talking proudly about providing for his family, his wife swearing their marriage has become so much more fun and loving, and they're constantly going on vacations or seeing the world now thanks to insert product here. It's changed their lives. And you can too if you just believe hard enough.
It's real, I tell you, just believe.
Yay! One recruitment event was held at a casino, complete with loud music and good food. All of the recruitment is done in specifically designed small increments. A recruit becomes hooked before being made fully aware of what they're even buying into. When product distributors experience doubt and ask questions, they're subjected to emotional manipulation. The pressure to stay in the MLM group also comes from within. Social media plays a large part in the selling and recruiting process. Distributors spend a great deal of time, effort, and money to establish their presence on social media sites. The social media community is a source of support. So giving that up is frightening.
Yeah.
People have often recruited close friends and family into the organization. Come to my church, why don't you? and suffer a great deal of shame and guilt when it falls apart. There is a legitimate fear of retaliation from the organization itself. And so we see a lot of similarity with cults, religions generally. Like in the case of MLMs, the product is a distraction from the fact that you're the product. The thing you're selling, just a distraction.
I'm going to somebody's asking for the Java and Jugs link so they can subscribe to the channel that's been posted. So I wanted to say that.
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Is that Rainbow Ash posted it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Rainbow's got it. But once
Thank
again,
you.
the link to that channel and all the creators that you might see on here are in the description. It's like the second thing. I know nobody likes to click on descriptions, but it's there for you. But also, if you don't want to click on descriptions, you can go to betterthanember.com, where we have this little handy dandy menu, and you can go to the
It's
creators
such a
page.
good list too, Ember. Thank you so much for doing that. Who's the
Yeah.
first one? Oh my
Yeah.
God, I picked the best
There-
name. A Goddess was like the perfect
Yay.
name to
That's
pick.
right. It's
first.
alphabetical, but we've got the list of all the creators I know about, and then over here on the right, the Secular Women's Show and Hot Topic cast members.
I should
And-
get
and
on twice.
Yay.
She on for
Yeah.
the thing and for
So everybody is
Special.
listed right there for your
yes, you
convenience.
are.
Hell yeah! All
Thanks
right,
for doing that.
now since I'm changing tabs anyway, let's do that quick 42-second commercial, shall we?
I'm
let
gonna
me-
run.
Okay, go quickly. Zoom, and I'll push the buttons.
It was actually a tremendous blessing to these children for them to be killed and go to heaven and be with God.
Carl, that kills people.
I have a problem with this stuff being normalized across the spectrum, and specifically, like, why push this on kids? Why introduce this to kids?
I want to be ignorant, honestly.
If God is not good,
Riz.
then guess what? We are all absolutely screwed.
Stop letting people pressure you into thinking.
Curses. What have I done? I broke it. Okay, there we go. When I take the thing off of the stage, it's supposed to restore us, but it just pesky technology, folks. So welcome back. You for those of you just joining us, I see you, Mark. Hello, Mark. Always good to see you. But for those of you just joining us, this is Job and Jugs, the secular women's show that occasionally pirates the time slot from Chris Mallard of the damn show. And lately we've been just taking the whole damn channel on Mondays at least, so that Chris can have a day off to placate the evil one and protect the entire universe. And I mean, who could be against that? So thank you for joining us. Make sure you subscribe, but also make sure you subscribe to all the various creators. If you like what we're doing, if you like what we're saying, there's a whole channel for us, Java and Jugs, linked in the description. And also everybody on this panel and everybody who's on the other panels we do, all linked in the description. So yeah, you can follow us wherever, and we do the things, and it's a fun time. What are your ladies' thoughts thus far on our cultification of the scamifiers and things?
Let me go. I feel it's something that needs to be addressed.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we're talking about it.
What needs to be addressed? What I do?
With the, I thought you were saying about the show so far. Maybe I had the question wrong.
No, go for it.
Go for it.
Now, I thought maybe I had the question wrong, but I was saying that these scams and MLM need to be addressed, and I'm glad we're talking about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And more people need to realize that
Because they're ruining
they don't
lives.
care about you. Yeah,
No.
running lives. Yeah.
No, I mean, people are in financial ruin. They took the job or whatever, MLM, because they were hoping to better their life, to improve it in some way. And now they probably have a ton of product, nowhere to store it. They might even be paying for storage just to keep it so they're not throwing it away, and probably have issues in their marriage or relationships because of the financial burden. It's a shame. People just jump into it. And as some of our commenters are saying, you got to research everything before you get into it. Anything. I mean, before you go to your doctor, before you buy a house. I mean, there's so many things. Before you buy a car, you do research before you just go grab it.
But this is why the cult tactics, because they want to try to get around any critical thinking you may have, right? Like I've seen so many people where like you're in a bad economic situation, you see an infomercial at 3 a.m. It's a turnkey business opportunity. It'll only cost, a half of your savings, but it's only half of your savings, and they guarantee you'll be making $10,000 a month. And then you talk to your spouse, you're already in dire financial straits, the house is in foreclosure, one car's already been repossessed, whatever the case may be, and they're like, don't be a damn fool and put your money in this freaking obvious scam. And you go, oh, but you just don't believe in me.
You don't understand. You don't get it.
Like you've already emotionally bought into the damn cult, and it makes things worse even before the financial obligation.
So vested. And it also too, like the community that comes along a lot of time with these MLMs. Like I had made friends ish in the MLM, and that's hard to back away from, once you think that you've connected with somebody or like somebody, even though it's probably under false pretenses, and you're getting the best of somebody because they want to put their best foot forward because they're selling something. You don't necessarily understand that when you're in it. Just like when you're in the cult, like Jehovah's Witnesses, they're nice to you when they're talking to you about their religion because they want you to join. There's something in it for them. They want to recruit you. But once you're in it, you realize it's a little bit fake. It's a little phony, and you have to behave, speak, do certain things in order to fit in. Even though it's dressed to fit in, that's what you want to do. You think that's where you belong. So you're willing to bend your will to do whatever it takes and take the blame. Oh, it must be me. I'm not doing something right. I'm not doing enough. And it's like the same things you say to yourself, whether it's religion or MLM. It's the same damn stuff because I've said it to myself.
Think about it. A lot of religions groups also be part of MLMs too. So it'd be a joint thing.
They're selling something, salvation.
Yeah, because when I was in Mary Kay, a lot of the people in my church was also in Mary Kay. So it was a big thing.
Mark said that they prey on older people and immigrants too, and young people too. And I think they do that because they're more vulnerable. It's kind of like the same as with religion. They reach you when you're at your lowest, when you need it the most. Support, not them necessarily. But same thing with MLMs. Like they reach you when you're when you barely have any money left, and that's all you have, and then you have to spend it, and then you lose it. It's like you're worse off after.
It's the same thing. You're looking for something. You're vulnerable. You're wanting a better future for yourself, and they happen to slide in your DMs or knock on your door at the appropriate time with the right words that just sound so good to the ear, and we fall for it. And again, it ends up being too good to be true. Doggo agrees.
Doggo has opinions.
Kip ain't having it.
I think Pickles heard the dog because she started.
They can bet, right? Like just like Jehovah's Witnesses or Mormons, they don't know if you're in a vulnerable spot. They just want to try to make sure there's enough coverage that when you're in a vulnerable spot, someone is there to feed you fake answers.
True. Put that seed there at least. Set the seed and just keep poking, and one day there's a likelihood that somebody will be like, you know what, I do need to just make a little extra money, not a lot. Maybe I should see what my friend Jenny has to say. Maybe I should just give her a little call. So you might not fall for it at first, but over time there might be a point where you do have a situation where this sounds like it could be the thing you're looking for. Excuse me.
Excuse you, sir.
You're
Excuse
excused.
me.
Good morning, Dade. Good to see you.
This is where Chris would hold up the Dade Murphy cup and casually take a sip, but I'm neither Chris nor have a Dade Murphy cup, but you can get a Dade Murphy cup at Dade Murphy's merch store.
Yeah.
Like I said, random plugs. I cannot help myself. And if you want a random plug, go to adamandeve.com and enter code word.
I just have my Monday cup.
Oh my god!
I want to get
Best word
plugged.
yet.
Please
Well,
go follow
confession
Dade if you're not
time.
following Dade. If you're not following Dade, what the hell? What the hell y'all is wrong with you?
What's your confession, Kelly?
But I used to work for 9-800 number line, whatever. Yeah.
Tell all. Tell
And basically,
everything.
you read a
Still, we
script,
need it
and
all
it's
right
certain
now.
things that you read a script, and there's certain things that you say to keep the caller longer. Because we're just sitting in an office, the cubicles and all that stuff is, and we'd be laughing. Now this was like in the late 90s, so we had a switchboard, and you just push the button. I mean, it was, but some of them people would just be on there for hours, and I'd be like, damn.
What just
And then
talk?
especially be funny when you get like a black sounding voice and it's a white guy. Oh, my fantasy be with a black woman.
What was the Prince song or movie, Girl Number 6 or something? Does anybody?
Yeah.
I'm a Prince fan, so whatever. I don't know why, but that just came to my mind when you said it. So when you're saying 900 number, what are you talking about? You're not talking about?
Yeah, those kind of, yeah.
You're talking about
Hot
For
fun,
you young
baby.
folks, back in the old days,
9-800.
these used to be attached to
Love
walls.
me.
And you could call
Tella.
Those
800
numbers, yeah,
and they were
those
toll-free
numbers I
calls.
have.
And you could call
Yes, that's confession
1-900
time,
numbers,
yes.
and they were not toll-free. You paid by the minute.
Yes,
Sometimes
yes,
quite expensive, and a
yes.
lot of them were spicy adult content. It's like cam girls, but on the phone instead of a video
Oh,
link.
wow.
I would like
Yeah.
to do that. I think it would be fun just to try. I don't know. I wouldn't want to do it like full time, but I think it would be fun just to try it out. Am I crazy?
Yeah.
No, you're
I-
not crazy.
It was
kind of
fun,
fun,
'cause it was
actually.
funny, though,
I
'cause some
mean,
of the
it
people on
can
there,
be
you be like,
weird
what
when
the
you get one of
hell?
those creepy people who's like, "Show me your feet," if you're
Yeah.
not expecting it, or
Yeah, pay good money for that.
The elbows.
I'll pay for a hotel room if you poop on my chest. It gets really weird, but sometimes it can be a little empowering. It's like, oh, people are paying me money to just like exist in this space and be pretty. That's pretty cool.
And
Yeah.
it's anonymous. Like I love that it's anonymous. You have no idea who's on the
Now
other.
they have the video, though.
Well,
they do the phone
right, like
call.
that, I don't think I could do. But the fact that it's
Yeah.
anonymous, you don't know who you're talking to. I can be anybody I want to be, or I can be anybody that you want me to be. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be cool.
Yeah, Fern makes another good point. A lot of phone adult workers or
Yeah,
internet
that's
adult work,
exactly
whatever,
right. They
you end up with
divorced,
sad
they got
folks.
nobody.
A lot of the time, a lot of your time gets spent like talking to them and being like, "No, you're a valid person. You're not a sad loser for being on my website at all." But like seriously, actually helping them though. It's like, no, you're here.
This
That's
is normal.
fine. It's a valid choice to make. It doesn't make you a horrible person. And you can like talk them through some of their issues. It's not actually your job, but let's be honest, you sometimes get paid more than actual therapists do. So screw it.
Shit.
And
Fine
Phone
with that.
sex
you like talk
therapist.
them through some of the things. Like, no, you need to stop with the incel bullshit. Like, stop saying high value woman and shit, and like just
Oh, I
find a
hate that.
person you like and ask them out, and accept they may say no, but like be a real human. You can do it. I
It's
promise.
okay. We've all been told
Mhm.
no before. We've all heard no
Yeah.
before. It's not a big deal. Hey, do you think if you were somebody that worked on the other end of the telephone line, think maybe you could sell your customers for an MLM? Use the phone line to
Right.
talk about your customers and
Right.
find your product.
Good idea.
So I used to work for a relay company, which is to say, how deaf and hard of hearing people use a teletype device, but a lot
Yes.
of businesses don't have teletypes on the other end. So there's a relay service. So the deaf people type in, and then as the operator, you read off the teletype, and then the person speaks back and you type their verbal response. So you're like just an interpreter in the middle kind of thing.
In between,
and hugely valuable job, extremely difficult job, but there's so many people when they first answer the phone, you have to explain what it is because people have no idea. You'd be like, hi, this is operator 84672 calling from New York Relay. I have a deaf or hard of hearing person on the line and I will be interpreting for you. You don't even get through that spiel. They're just like, no telemarketers, and hang up on you. You know, it's like, that's not what's happening. You know, listen to what I'm saying.
Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, as soon as they hear operator, and nobody seems to realize, like actual scams, they don't say operator such and such. They're like, hi, I'm Frederick from Punjab, and I'm totally an American, and I'm here to sell you, you know, freaking cable service through the satellite magic or fucking whatever. It just, that's... Nobody who's scamming you is upfront about this is my ID number and I work for this organization. Like, but you have to because it's part of the job. It's the script. You cannot deviate. Oh, it's rough.
Mm-hmm. So Eric says that he's lost, and I do feel as though it's fitting considering the last name here is Wander.
It's true. Eric says Wander.
So the mainstream, I guess, I don't know if that's how you want to put it, is on the Daily Atheist Morning, the DAM network, but we're also being pushed out, I believe, to, is it Ember and our specific Java and Jugs or the secular channel as well?
This specific stream is on the Daily Atheist channel, the Secular Women's Show channel, which is Java and Jugs with the little @ symbol after youtube.com. Again, link is in the description, and on AJ's channel, Waste to Human. So this one is multicast into 3 places. But every single Java and Jugs show, regardless of where it's multi-streamed, also goes on the Java and Jugs channel. So if you want to make sure you catch all of them, make sure you're subscribed there as well. Feel free to watch on whatever the hell channel you want.
Yeah,
make sure you don't miss any. Make sure you're
But if you want to
there.
watch the replay, the replay likely will not be on the DAM network. So if you missed the show and you want to watch the show, then your best bet is to catch it on the secular channel, because a lot of the lives go private after they're done here on the DAM network. So if you subscribe there, you'll never miss a Monday morning with Java and Jugs. Oh.
Or any other random show, because we may do other shows at other times.
Yeah.
I'm dropping the link to the channel in the all chat, which I think goes to everywhere but AJ's, because I'm not an admin at AJ's. But yeah, it's literally just youtube.com / Java and Jugs. It's super easy, fairly and inconvenient.
Yay! See how easy that was? Wow.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, Fern is very dedicated and is watching the stream in 3 different browsers.
Oh, she
That's-
beat me.
that's
I
going
wanted it
hard.
in too. She beat me. Or him. Or
They.
I don't-
Going really hard.
they.
Fern,
Do you guys
is
want to
it-
take like a quick little break and do some would you rather?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm
Would
good.
you rather do a would you rather?
Would you rather do a would you rather?
I would rather, yeah.
Okay, so some of these are just a little goofy. I did my best. I had like 15 minutes this morning to try to write some of these. Okay, so the first one: would you rather drink expired MLM protein shakes for a week, or sip holy water straight from the baptismal pool for a week?
Expired MLM protein shakes.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
I don't want to put water. I'm not drinking
I
poop
feel like I
water.
would be
They
sick
talked
for
about
a
that.
less amount of
No.
time that way.
Yeah, same.
I mean, the fact it's expired doesn't mean it's toxic or any
Exactly.
more toxic than it was before. It just like won't have the health benefit. It'll still just be like a chalk shake. It won't like hurt, probably, maybe,
Hopefully, maybe your
Probably.
stomach
as
will turn
opposed to the
sour.
holy water, which oh
You probably
goodness.
know. I don't
Well,
know.
we know that there's a lot of fecal matter in that baptismal pool and that holy water. So yeah, I think I would rather go.
Exactly.
And just because it's past its best use by date doesn't even necessarily mean it's expired. I've eaten stuff plenty past the expiration date. Yeah, I don't care.
Well, yeah, there is an important difference. There's the best by date, and then there's the expiration date. And even the expiration date is only because of certain standards, like for your Tylenol, for example. The expiration date on that means that the chemicals inside have degraded and will no longer be fully effective, but it doesn't mean they'll have no effect.
That's how we got autism.
Exactly. You might still get half an autism from an expired Tylenol.
Weak autism.
I can't get over Mark saying no baby juice, please. That is.
Oh my god!
Because it is baby soup.
Half an autism. I like that. Okay, so the next one. Would you rather cold message 200 Facebook friends about an amazing business opportunity? Why is that such a long laugh?
Brentley noticed that too. It just doesn't freaking stop.
What the hell was that? I thought it was just going to laugh for a couple seconds. It kept going. It kept going. Okay, so message 200 Facebook friends about an amazing business opportunity, or go door to door handing out Watchtower magazines.
Door to door. We'd have so much more fun with that.
Yeah, I think door to door for myself. Even though I hate door to door, I wouldn't want to message my Facebook friends about an amazing business opportunity. No, I'm just not going to do that.
I did door-to-door sales. It sucks, but I can do it.
I mean, it doesn't say that you have to actually like promote the magazine. You just need to hand them out, and you can have a lot of fun while you're doing that.
Like here, Bit.
It's true.
That's true. Okay, I'll put that one.
I would definitely do that. If I got forced into handing out Watchtowers, I'd be like, hey, how are you? I'm Ember. I've got these lovely Watchtower magazines, which are full of hilarious nonsense. If you want, we can like have an iced tea and go through it, and we can talk about how freaking dumb this is. Doesn't it sound like a lovely morning?
There's nothing that says we can't talk shit about them. I think that's a very good point.
It's a lot of people on my Facebook.
It's a thing that the other Christians and the atheists can bond over, is how silly the other flavors of Christianity are.
Okay, guys.
And you know what? Do it on a Sunday morning, because you know the more hardcore people are at church.
True. So if you go like on an early Sunday morning, hopefully you won't even catch that many people. They'll just be at church and you just throw the magazines at them at the house.
Actually, that's a really good idea, because like if you're out canvassing for a cult, whether it's the Mormons or Jehovah's Witnesses or the followers of Cthulhu or whatever, you don't want the people who are already super dedicated to a religion already, because they're going to be extra hard to convince. So you go out when they're doing their holy thing, and the people you find are the ones who aren't super invested in already doing a holy thing.
Yeah, they might be too attached to one. You can't serve two masters, right? Okay, so would you rather listen to prosperity gospel sermons as entertainment or watch 24 hours of MLM hype videos? Come on, girl boss, you can do it.
These
are prosperity gospel.
The gospel sermons, because they're gonna be singing too.
Right. You might even be able to get the spirit.
That's true. That's true. I mean, I might cover the gospel sermons as like a live stream thing. In fact, maybe I should, because that actually does sound like fun. Like you can lampoon the bullshit, you can get down with the holy boogies, whatever. But I don't know. You could. They're kind of the same
and
thing.
everything. I'm gonna be in it,
right? Like the MLM is send in $1,000 and it'll be sent back to you 10 times over if you just believe. And the prosperity gospel is like, send in $1,000, sow your seed, it'll be sent back to you 10 times if you just believe. It's the same thing.
Yep, basically.
Is there a listening time to the gospel? Because the other one says 24 hours.
Oh,
Because that might change my mind.
Will be the same amount of time.
Let's just say it's equal, 24 hours each.
Okay, yeah.
Could I just like walk off a bridge
gospel then?
Okay. I think
I go with the sermons.
Oh wait, please don't do what? I don't know. I did something and Fern said don't do it. But whatever it was, I won't do it again, even though I have no idea.
I don't know what you did either. What did you do?
I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. So
how dare you do the thing you don't
know
you
you
did right.
She grabbed her own titties earlier, and
Oh, she said that voice?
No,
Maybe she
everyone
did.
loves
I
that.
didn't see that.
Maybe she's
Ooh,
behind and she's just now.
There about to be a
catching the
real
titty grab.
Java
I don't
Jugs
know.
over in here.
Come on, Fern, catch up with the titty.
It was the
grab.
voice.
Yeah.
made
This is
appearance.
Java and Jugs. You're gonna see Jugs and
Oh,
Java.
the voice.
I don't
The
even know what I
voice.
do. So many weird voices. I don't even know when I'm doing a voice. I'm
I
sorry.
know. I
You
didn't
just
even
seductive.
realize.
You didn't see. You didn't even
I
hear
know.
it. You don't even know.
Oh,
All right,
so
next
I get in trouble for my voices sometimes too, partly because I've been voice training for a couple of years, and my voice is still in this weird middle ground where it's not
No,
important.
It's not.
But
It's not
like
weird.
a couple of years ago, I was on
I already know the answer for the second one.
Blasphemers
This other
Bible
one.
show, and one of the things that Aaron really liked was the way I could do like a deep James Earl Jones God voice when I was reading Bible passages. And a few months ago, I tried to do that again to see if I still could, and I didn't quite nail it, but I got in the neighborhood. And the person I was on the show with at the time was really disturbed and was like, "Please don't do that. That's not Umber's voice."
Wait, wasn't that with me though? No, but
I
I
don't know.
but I don't think I reacted that way because you did read it for me once, and I was like,
Yeah, I
"That's
mean,
so
it's
cool."
fun, but like at the same time, it's just the thing that I was loved for in the atheist community is now it's disturbing people because it's so much not my voice now, you know?
Yeah.
And it amuses me a little.
Well, I love your voice. Okay, so would you rather make a boss babe recruitment video for secularism? I could do that. Or film a TikTok testimonial about how essential oils cured your
I'm a boss babe all the way. I'm
Would
not
you?
even-
But
Yeah.
You're like, I'm Kelly. Hi guys, I'm Kelly, and you're gonna love secularism.
I was on an entire
Kinda signed
cheer
up for it
squad
anyway.
with girls that were stereotypically like that. I mean, they were cookie cutter Valley girls. So I was the only one that wasn't.
Okay, I'm thinking that was the voice that Fern was talking about because Fern's like,
Sorry, Fern. My bad.
But
Fern.
actually, I did. Well, not really a TikTok testimony, but I did used to sell essential oils. So I did make videos about how to use the product and how good it worked for me. So I kind of did the second one already.
Wait, you did you do you
I
have
used
this
to
video?
sell
Does this video still exist?
No, I don't know where they are. I don't know.
Oh, you know, Kelly. You're just I think you know. Kelly.
Maybe I am. Maybe I look well up. I was able to find them, but
she's
a
like,
lot
I'm
of the
not
time they were
sharing it
done
with
like in
you.
live feeds and stuff. So that video was gone.
Oh.
And I had it on the little.
I would have loved to watch an old school video of you trying to sell. That would have been the. Oh, Kelly, I'm so sad. Why did you tell me about it? Now I'll never have that. I have a hole, there's a hole in my heart where your MLM video should be.
Yes, the ML videos.
Yeah, I definitely would be filming a recruitment video for secularism. I could do that. I would just make it funny. I would just do like something silly.
You know, I'm
Are
thinking
you
about
kidding me?
like,
Between the six of us, I think we could get like half the world.
well, I'm like
So-
thinking about the key elements of what makes a boss babe recruitment video, and like there's the emotional appeal, there's the promise of a better lifestyle, there's the hassles of your life before, all this sorts of stuff, and it's like all the elements that are coming to mind are in Chris's Try Atheism video. Like it's not done in the boss babe style, but it's the same video. Chris already made one.
Speaking of which, actually, I was thinking how I should write a script for us to do an MLM video, like goofy, silly, like a goofy, silly kind of. I don't know what the product would be. Maybe we should do it on secularism. Maybe that would be the
That would be
aspect.
fun. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
All right. If you guys
No,
are
yeah.
down, I mean, I can't promise you when the hell
I
I'm
am.
going to do it, but I will write it out. You guys can act it out. I will edit it all together, and then we can use it as a, I don't know,
Commercial.
Yeah, for the show.
I love it. Yes.
And
I
it
mean,
must be voice because I can go
Mark
crazy
Reed
with
says
voice.
he has an
You're gonna get
idea.
the Java and Jug stream. It's not just
Somebody-
Jug and Javas and things.
Mark said he has an idea. I wonder what it is. Tell us, Mark. What's your idea?
What's your idea, Mark? Tell us. For tampon.
Mark.
Oh,
I mean, we're doing everything else on a live stream. Why not?
I thought Mark's comment
He
was
said-
connected to Carrie Ann's comment. I was like, he has an idea.
Oh
for
no!
He said, Paytium. Paytium. Like lithium.
Pills to keep your face.
Rock
Oh
for
no!
years.
If you have spiritual certainty that lasts longer than 4 hours, conduct your metaphysician immediately.
It might be painful.
It
Might
could.
wanna- might need to
Oh
care for
yeah. If your family and friends don't understand your hard on for Jesus,
I used to be
Um,
on fire for Jesus, but that just makes it sound like you got something bad going on down there.
I know you mean your religious, your STI, spiritually transmitted illness. You need. Oh, there's so much potential here.
I know. I got the
my
pieces.
God.
I love
know the
it.
answer for this one.
please. Okay, we have to use that for something. Okay, we'll have to
Yes.
talk later because I love that. I think that's freaking hilarious. Spiritually transmitted illness. Oh my God, Sophie. That's too
I
funny.
love it.
I do too. Okay, so would you rather attend a
2016.
3-day MLM retreat with no alcohol or attend a 3-day church revival with no internet?
Okay, but is there
Sweet.
alcohol at the church revival?
Oh shit.
Well,
Well, I mean,
But see,
nobody's
here's the
saying
thing,
you
it
can't do your
depends.
own.
I mean, you have the communion. Just have to Google.
Just put
take
it
a
in a
whole bunch
water
of-
bottle.
take me
What
with
stage is the MLM retreat in? Because that depends on my answer. Because you just said no alcohol. You didn't say I couldn't have weed.
Smoke. That's what I'm saying. I can still
I did it.
Mm-hmm.
get my lettuce
Mhm.
all day, every day. So
Tis true.
Just time travel into the
saying, though.
future.
I'm just saying, though. There's a will, there's a way.
I kind of wonder if at this point in my life, I may enjoy being at a church revival just to people watch. Like,
Yeah.
like I would probably, go up to like sister so and so who feels like she's having like a spiritual moment or whatever and talking in tongues, and I would just go up to her and be like, "Habalabadabada, oh, just like start encouraging that kind of behavior. Like, oh, what is he saying? What did God say to you? Are the spirits with you? Where's the angels? Like, are they talking to me too? I would just probably fuck with people. That's a jerk.
Yeah, for sure. Depending on how I'm feeling that day. If I like have the energy, if I'm feeling well and like not having panic attacks and shit, I'd probably get into it. I'd be like one of those people who gets so filled with the spirit I wind up on stage or something, and then the pastor will be like, "Oh, sister, thank you for joining us and filling with the Holy Spirit, yada yada yada," and then I grab the mic and be like, "Hey, y'all know this is bullshit, right?"
Okay, wait. I have a proposition for y'all.
I would pay
you
money to go to that
would
one.
you actually, if we all were able to meet up together at some atheist or secular or whatever thing, would you all go to church to like some kind of revival together and pretend like do what Ember just said? Would you do that? Like fake the
Brian, I
funk?
look like this. They're
I mean,
good.
if you
I mean-
listen,
But
Give
they would
your
want to see
testimony or whatever
You would
when
be
they
the
do an
perfect
altar.
girl.
Yeah,
the
but-
Pampered
Same.
Chef, yes, hells, Pampered Chef. I knew somebody they tried to give me a Pampered Chef. I was really here with the bells.
Oh, I absolutely would.
But yes,
I still
a
would.
lot of the debaters like Matt Dillahunty talks about he still goes to church because he likes to see what apologists are they talking about for him to debate them better so he'll know. So yeah, a lot of times it is good so you know what they're thinking.
Like, I
That's
have
what he
tattoos,
said.
but I've got perfect camouflage. I got a cross right on my chest, so
Yeah.
You're ready.
I haven't gotten it covered up yet, and I eventually decided not to.
for this
Brian
part.
proposition people already. He's something else.
It's true. She said proposition, and I was just like, yes.
Yeah, let's do it. But I truly think that they would see, tattoos or the makeup or the hair. And if you were there, they would see that as an opportunity of somebody that they would, love bomb, basically, in order to bring you into the flock. I mean, that's what the J-Dubs would do.
Yeah. I remember like where I used to live, they used to have a carnival, and the church have a big carnival. They had animals, and they even bought for rides. And this church big carnival. And so I would always take my kids because I'm like, I was atheist by this time. My younger kids, I'll take them all the time to the carnival. But as soon as they start talking about God, I would just walk right out. But I would play, but for the half of the day, they ain't talk about church and stuff. We had a good time. And they would talk to me a little bit about religion, and I would give them like a half answer, to get them to, and I would put out name and information.
So there, a few organizations around here will have like little mini carnivals where they'll like fill a parking lot with a couple of midway games and a couple of rides and stuff like that. A little bitty roller coaster and a carousel and whatnot. And then like somewhere around 2-3 p.m., the pastor or preacher, whatever, will come out and he'll be like, hey, it's time to talk about the love of Jesus and yada yada. And so I'd bring my kids to the thing. And then when that started, they just look at me and I'd look at them and be like, yeah, time to go for a walk. And we
time to go. Yeah.
Leave like right as the person started preaching. And a lot of people get that social awkwardness. They're like, what's happening? Should I go? And seeing us just turn and walk right out, a bunch of people would follow. And so like as soon as they start preaching, the carnival just empties out. I mean, not completely. A lot of people are there for the message, but it's still pretty fun.
Yeah. Do you need a church home? No, I already have one, Lion. I already have one. I already have a church home.
What do you mean by church home? Huh? What's that mean?
Okay,
so
the third space thing. You need a third space. Bitch, I don't have a second one. Like,
okay.
I can't afford
eggs in this economy.
Do you all have any MLM stories that you've heard of, like crazy recruiter stories, things that they have done, to get people or what they've done with their people? Because I can't remember who this person was, and I apologize. I should have looked it up, but anyway, you're going to hear the story. So she was one of like the top people and took her team, like her downline, whatever they call it, to, I believe, like a hike, let's say. And she had told them, they were going to go on this walk, what have you, but they didn't know she intended to keep them overnight. And the hike was like into the woods and they weren't coming back. They didn't pack the things they needed because they were unaware. And there were people who ended up getting sick because they didn't have their medication with them. And this like ditz hadn't even thought any of that, why it would be dangerous just to take people out into the woods without without the supplies that you needed. Okay. Yeah. Without the basics of maybe the proper shoes or a backpack filled with snacks or what have you. Nobody knew what they were up against. And I think it kind of ruined I wish I remember. I think it ruined at least her downstream. I don't know about the whole company, but it ruined her thing.
Wow, that's crazy.
Right? Mm-hmm. Somebody had diabetes and they didn't have their insulin with them.
Oh yeah, I'd be so pissed. I mean, as many of you know, I take a lot of medicines at different times of day, and like things get very bad if I'm on antibiotics, for example. If I don't get the antibiotics at the right time of day to keep the levels in my blood correct, then the bacteria win and I can go back on the antibiotics, but now they're resistant and I just die. Like, good job. You killed me, Yeah.
There's things that are very timed, even like birth control, that you're supposed to try to take it at the same time every single day.
I have adrenal insufficiency and I have to take steroids, and I take it spaced out like twice a day. Well, I used to take it like 4 times a day, but now I get along with twice a day. But if I don't have one of the doses, I get like super sick. Like I could die sick.
Oof. Yeah. See, that's too dangerous to be. And I think that happens quite often where they're just yanking their team around basically by the collar because they feel like that's the person that they think is like the epitome of the salesperson or whatever that they want to be, like they look up to them almost like you would look up to your pastor or your whatever church leader. They kind of represent that person or at least sometimes they do, especially if they have the right charismatic personality.
Yeah. I think there a lot of them probably exaggerate like the earnings that they're making just so that people will buy from them.
Probably.
Some do, but not always. Like the Psychology Today people said, 1% actually do make really good money, and they
Yeah.
always credit the thing. Like, I was able to go to Hawaii and Fiji and Disney World and Paris this year, and it's all because of Tupperware.
Oh, don't forget to burp that seal. All my Tupperware ended up getting freaking stains with sauce. Like, we didn't know, and we'd put sauce in there, and then your Tupperware would be ruined from the acid from like spaghetti sauce or something.
All the time.
I still do it. Sorry.
Well, allegedly, like when it turns that color, it means it's eating through the plastic, and then the plastic is like getting in the food. Allegedly, I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not.
Alright.
That's so I just throw it away from now. Like if I if it turns red or a color from whatever was in there, I just toss it to be safe, which sucks. But I don't know. I think I have enough plastic in my body and in my brain at this point.
I know we're all like half plastic. It just
Yeah.
It's wild for me because I have there's a genetic condition called hemochromatosis. It's like anemia, but it's the opposite. It's too much iron in the blood. And as a result, I have to lose blood from time to time, or I start getting iron buildup in my organs and shit, which is super not healthy. So I'm like half iron and half plastic at this point. And it's just
Sheesh, Ember, my goodness. Does that mean like magnets stick to you?
That's why Tapio Weasel has. So, for anybody who doesn't know, Maya, who sometimes joins us, does Bad Science Sunday on Sunday nights on her channel, Maya Adkisson, also linked in the description and on the website. And her co-host is Dr. Tapioca Weasel, a physicist who plays with lasers and also is an anti-magnetologist. And we don't hang out anymore, and maybe that's why, is because his anti-magnet bias conflicts with my Ferris personality.
Eric says one of his high school friends is now one of those guys that says, "Do you want to travel around the world for free?" Turns out he's one of those Ponzi schemes that the company.
There's your voice again.
In cruises. Did you like that? Was that a different? That was a different voice.
It was a dude bro voice. It was well played.
Yeah, that was my dude bro.
It's a more manly voice than I can do.
I'm gonna travel around the world. I do with beautiful ladies. How do I do it?
Oh, it's almost.
Now, is the voice thing something you learned in Jehovah's Witnesses, or?
Yeah,
I didn't realize it's actually 10 of 11, you guys.
It is.
Yes, it is. So we probably I'm sorry. We probably should start wrapping up and go around and tell everyone where they can find us or something.
Yeah. And once again, I will drop the link for Hot Topic coming up in a few minutes over on my channel, Better Than Ember. We're covering Prager today by Ryan's request. So it should be fun and interesting. Prager EU. Yeah, there's my alarm saying it's 10 minutes. So I need to pop out and go get shit ready for that show. But I am Better Than Ember here on YouTube at Better Than Ember. All my links, betterthanember.com. I counter pseudoscience and apologetics and conspiracy theories because it's literally all the same bullshit. And you need just one tool to fight all of it: skepticism. So join me for fun and frolicsome nonsense along all that made up bullshit. And sometimes we do other fun things just because, like last night, we explored spooky places for no particular reason. I just wanted to go do spooky places. So sometimes we just chill. It isn't always serious. But I do hope you join me and all the other things that I do and the other ladies do. And I will see you all in a few minutes, hopefully. Yay.
Absolutely. Delightful entertainment over there. So make sure you follow Ember if you're not doing that already. Lilith, I'm going to make you go next. Do you hate me?
No. I'm Lilith of Lowball Trades. I do crafty projects and talk about cool stuff. This last one I did stardust bottles and talked about supernovas. Next one coming up is either going to be pour painting a cool mermaid statue or talking about Nasser, the cup merchant, with some cool clay crafts that should be coming up with next couple days. So yeah, you can check me out over at Little of All Trades. I'm usually over on Ember's channel too, off and on.
Yeah, I enjoyed your video that you made. Was it a neutrino stars? Is that what it was about?
No, it's supernovas. It's
Supernovas.
like stars are really big. When they go supernova, yeah, they just like explode their guts all over the place.
That's right,
And
because you
basically
said
they use
something
the-
like in 24 hours it can burn through its silicon or something.
Yeah.
Like you were going
Yeah,
through the
and
stages of the burn.
Yeah, in its core, when it finally
Feel
gets
the
to the
burn.
point of fusing silicon, it'll go through, if it's a star that's about 20 times the mass of the sun, it'll burn through all that silicon in about 24 hours. So it
Cool
goes
stuff.
really fast, and then it explodes.
So go learn something. So Lil of All Trades, so you did that. Did you have any last words? That's what I wanted to ask. Did you have any last words about MLM?
Do you have any last words?
Any final words?
Yeah, don't do them. You can make
Don't
more
do it.
money doing something. Yeah, just don't
I
do
think
it.
that's the last words.
It's all a scam.
stay
Don't do
away
it.
from 'em. Yeah. All right, Kelly, will you hate me if I put you up there?
Wow, such a beautiful person as you, inside out.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm Kelly King, like I said before, Detroit Atheist Queen, and I'm gonna plug. So I haven't posted it yet on Meetup, but I will be having an trip to the apple orchard, Blake's, and then after that, they have their haunted event going on. So we'll be doing that, and that'll be on the 19th of October. I believe October. Yeah, that's that Sunday. That's what I want to plug for my events. If you're in the Detroit area, you're more than welcome to come. We would love to see you, but I don't know who's in the Detroit area for anyway. But MLMs, no, don't do it. It's scamming you. You're gonna lose a lot of money, maybe even lose friendships. It's not worth it.
Just say no.
Just say no.
Just
No
say
to drugs and no to MLMs.
You know what we forgot to do?
Unless you're prescribed a drug.
Ransom Chris.
Well, that's a different kind of drug.
What were you saying, Amber? What did we forget to do?
We forgot to ransom Chris. We're supposed to say if you want Chris back tomorrow, you have to like pay ransom.
Yeah, we didn't get none.
Or pay ransom for us to keep him. You know, one of those.
Either or. I mean, he's been rather quiet back there in the closet, but it's probably
true.
wall gagging. So
was that the dog barking? Was that like Ollie trying to free Chris earlier? Maybe I don't know. But we do want to thank Chris and the Daily Atheist channel. Just the Daily Atheist now, I think. I don't know. Name changes are hard, but we do want to thank Chris for letting us take over the channel this Monday again. And you should thank Chris too if you want to encourage him to see more of us continuing on Mondays forward. Make sure to show your appreciation in Chris's general direction, because positive reinforcement is the best way to encourage a budding young capitalist like Mr. Mallard.
We're just doing the capitalist thing.
Mark Reed asked, did you remember to hog tie him? We're leaving that for the evil one. She's doing her bidding.
She's doing what she will with him. All right, AJ, go for it.
Yay. Okay, so I'm AJ and my channel is called Ways to Heaven. Like that. I have a bunch of live shows coming up. So first one's gonna be October 9th. Steve Kikadis. We're gonna talk about navigating interfaith relationships. Then the next day, the 10th, October 10th, misinterpretations. It's gonna be talking about how easy it is to fool the brain. We're gonna play like some random games, like like those color games or word games, stuff like that. Try to fool all of our viewers' brains. Next, the 14th, October 14th, Felicia is gonna be on my show, and we are gonna talk about random stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Science, ADHD, whatever comes along. Then the 21st, Eli Slack is going to be with myself and Joseph talking about star stuff, science, sky, the heavens. Not the heavens. Heaven doesn't exist. Fake. Fake news. The 29th, October 29th, Helen Hellspells, who was in the chat somewhere over there earlier. And we might be talking about like women's issues, but also trauma, like how trauma affects our brain, our behavior, or decision making. The next show will be November 4th, which is my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Yay! And it's also my first time boning, so that should be fun.
Oh,
we're gonna celebrate that.
congratulations.
Yeah.
Yes.
So far, I have 2 guests. Well, I've asked 3 people, but so far 2 have confirmed. It's gonna be Secular Rarity and Eli as well. Eli is like my adopted brother, so you guys are gonna see him a lot on my show. And November 29th, Richard Deliver is gonna be on talking about philosophy and his book. And what else? I know I'm gonna be somewhere. Maya, October 12th, gonna be on Maya's show.
Okay.
And then October 28th, I'm gonna be on Misinterpretations show. And
You're doing a whole lot there.
that's about it. I know. Yeah, I'm trying to fit everything in before we move to Seattle. So
Is this part of an MLM or something?
feel
AJ,
like
why you're doing so much?
Yes.
The
Right.
Ways to Human
Some kind of
tour.
pyramid? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
yes, please go follow Ways to Human. Again,
I'm
link
the
in
product.
description. Yes, he is the product, and you want to buy it. All right, Jess, beautiful, you're up. Boop.
Hello, I'm Jess, and I run a channel called How to Rule an Asteroid, which we've already discussed. You will be disappointed if you are expecting things based on the name. However, I do have a video coming out soon. I started this new series called Apocalypse Archives, and we go through and just discuss the people involved in varying apocalyptic claims. And clearly we're still here, so they didn't work. But some of the stories are really interesting. And the next one coming out is in regards to Hildegard of Bingen, who was an abbess who likely had epilepsy, but also visions. So that will be an interesting one coming out within the next couple of days over on How to Rule an Asteroid.
Awesome. Okay, thank you so much, you guys. Wait, go ahead, Kelly.
That's an
One
awesome
plug.
idea.
Black Non-Believers in the Cut episode, because it's every first and third. So we will have an episode this coming up Saturday, 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. So I just wanted to let you guys know that.
Okay, yeah, make sure you join for that. I love the Black Non-Believers.
Jess, I'm stealing your tagline.
What is it?
Expect to be disappointed.
I
just that part for my whole channel.
Fair for me, not for you. You,
yes.
Okay,
well,
I will
just coming like with certain expectations in mind, and they always get something else. I like to think it's entertaining and or educational, but it very often I get so many people are like, "This is not at all what I expected." I'm like, "Well, that's a you problem, bestie."
I mean, I'm always disappointed. I'm used to it at this point. I live in America. Just kidding. That was rather nihilist. I'm sorry. All right, I'm going to plug myself. Oh, Pickle. She heard I was going to plug myself, and she decided to.
You want to plug yourself?
If you want to plug yourself, use code Brentley. So I am Ryan Cultastic, a former JW. I make content about leaving the cult, all things kind of culty. I just like to discuss. Actually, I filmed a video, trying to edit it as we speak about the recent rapture talk, the rapture nanigans, and hopefully that will be posted either today or tomorrow. Something always goes wrong every time I try to edit something. So of course it happened last night. So I'm just today. Sorry. I saw that. Dang. So hopefully I get that fixed today and it will be posted by tonight. If not, tomorrow. But yes, that's the kind of content I like to put out. So yeah, I'm a weirdo. Hopefully you like weird things. If you like weird things, I'm your gal. Thank you everyone for joining us here today. It has been so lovely talking about MLMs and cults and kind of explaining how they have so much in common, how they're all trying to sell you something. They just have different means of going about it. And yeah, in the secular community, we really should be aware of how vulnerable people can be when it comes to not only religions and spiritual things, but MLMs and pyramid schemes. Thanks, you guys. It was great to see you. We will see you here next week again, Monday morning for Java and Jugs at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And hopefully by then we'll have an outro so y'all can chat for like a hot minute in the stream. All right. Love you. Bye.